All right, we're back here on SportsLine. We're hanging out with Michael Chandler, two-time former Bellator lightweight champion, world champion, one of the best MMA fighters on the planet. He lives right here in Nashville. He's got a great gym called Training Camp that we've been talking about. Been talking about also some tips to help you start an exercise program, get in shape. If you have any questions for us, give us a call. You see the number down at the bottom of your screen. Love having you here, man. It's been a pleasure. Always a pleasure having you here. Want to pass along some breaking news. Urban Meyer suspended by Ohio State. Excuse me, for 3 games. The Ohio State football coach for his role in a potential cover-up of domestic violence involving a former wide receivers coach of his and his now ex-wife. There was some talk that Urban Meyer might lose his job over this, but he will be suspended 3 games. He was currently on administrative leave, but he will remain at Ohio State and coach their football team, but he will be suspended for 3 games. You may recall that Ohio State, I believe they opened with Oregon State, and they play Rutgers, and they play another school that's not very good. So he'll be fine, ready to go for the Big Ten season. But Urban Meyer will not be fired at Ohio State. This is breaking news just coming within the last 15 minutes or so. He will be suspended, however, for 3 games. So you're up to date on that. All right, back to Michael Chandler. And, you know, one of the things that amazes me about the sport of MMA is how dedicated the athletes are. And, you know, you don't just show up to the cage and fight. You know, there's a lot of preparation that goes into it. When you have a fight coming up, when do you start your personal training camp? How does it start, and how many stages does it go through?
There's usually 3 stages. It's about a 12-week training camp. The first 4 weeks is kind of that pre-camp, start getting your body back into it. I mean, I go crazy strict, doing everything perfect for that training camp, to fighting, to realizing that I need to take some time off, not work out every day, let my body heal, let my body recover, maybe skimp on my diet, cheat on my diet, so I'd feel like a normal human being. You know, I go, when I'm in these training camps, I feel like a robot, you know, and it can become, you can kind of get up in your head mentally, and you kind of just feel trapped. You feel like there is no end in sight, you know. So when I get done with a fight, I like to blow off some steam and go out of training camp, nurse any injuries that I have from the previous fight. So that 12-week period, that first 4 weeks is just getting back into on my roller a lot, rolling out the body, making sure I'm getting my body work, massage therapy, seeing my chiropractor, doing my ART, getting that body back and going. And for the most part, I'm always in shape, you know, to the average kind of standard. I'm always above average in shapeness. Sure. But that first 4 weeks is getting back into shape. From 8 weeks out to 4 weeks out, I'm really honing my craft, focusing on myself and my skill set and where I can get better, how I can get better athletically and as a fighter. And those last 4 weeks are really laser focused in, still doing all that hard work, dialing it back a little bit, making sure I don't get injured, making sure I don't get overworked, making sure I peak at the right time, and then watching video, watching tape, and kind of really laser focusing on where my opponent's weaknesses are, where he can be exploited, and where I can be of advantage in the fight.
So it's about a 12-week process.
Yeah.
What do you like during that process? Are you?
Yeah.
I mean,
let's call my wife.
You're real laid back. You're a real laid back, easygoing guy. You're fun to talk to. What do you like when you're in that getting ready for a fight mode? It's
I'll tell you what, they're just like anything in life. There's ups and downs. There's little things that set you off that wouldn't normally set you off, you know. But
fuse a little shorter when you're training for a fight.
Fuse is definitely a little shorter, but I mean, for the most part, I've gotten to the point now where I relish in it, and I really truly realize, I mean, now that I've been fighting now for almost 9 years now, and that's a long career, and I've had a lot of success, and I've made a really great life for myself and my family, and it's been one of those things where I've really started to not overlook it, not take it for granted. So I have looked at it with so much more of an attitude of gratitude these days, really realizing that every fight could be my last, you know, and it sounds cheesy to say, and it's cliche, but it truly is, you know. I'm post 30, but I still feel like I'm firing on all cylinders. But you know, so I really try to not make this big MMA fight career bigger than it actually has to be. Focus on the task at hand, get better every day, get 1% better every day. Don't be so hard on yourself. stop and smell the roses, you know. And
yeah.
but there's a lot of times, so I try to keep that happy-go-lucky mentality, and even right up to the fight, I'm back in the back in some arena somewhere. It could be Madison Square Garden, it could be the Forum.
Yeah.
And I'm back there and I'm kind of joking, I'm kind of keeping it light, because I don't like to be in my own head. I don't like to focus like this is end all be all, because you could take fighting away from me tomorrow and I'm still going to be Bree's husband and Hap's dad, and that's all I really care about, you know. And I don't know, it's just been when I'm weight cutting, it definitely kind of sets you off. Well, again, I got my one buddy, my mentor, my friend, my business partner, Chris, who is always there with me. He's cut weight with me and been the last 12 fights, but he's like the guy, the go-to guy for if I'm mad at something, it's his fault, you know, kind of one of those things. And he's like, are you kidding me? So fight week, we're somewhere in whatever city we're in for 6 days straight, and we're all sitting around hanging out in hotel rooms, and it is not this glamorous life. It's like grocery store, workout, hotel room, grocery store, workout, hotel room for like 6 days straight. So
what's your favorite cheat meal?
Shoot, man, I feel like it's funny how cheat meals change. I mean, back in wrestling at college, it used to be pizza, and then after that, it was like the biggest thing of Chipotle burrito and nachos and like kind of like that Mexican more. Sure. And then now it's gone back to pizza and like fries, and you know, I'd be lying if I didn't say I ate that stuff every now and then, you know, just to feel normal. You know, I want to feel normal. But I mean, the funny thing too is like when I'm in my really strict diets too, I do have I don't call it a cheat meal, I call it a refeed meal. But you know, for those 8 weeks when I'm eating perfect, you know, Monday through Friday, and it's chicken and broccoli and beef and cauliflower and asparagus and turkey, and that's it. On Saturday, I like to have a nice little refeed meal where I might go out to eat. Even just going out to eat feels like a cheat meal or a refeed meal, because it's not coming from
even if you're eating clean or mostly clean, but you're out.
But you're out, and it's a different atmosphere, and you're not in your same little house or apartment, or you know, for me, I've been doing my training camps down in Florida, so it's always a little VRBO in someone else's house. I'm just living in a stranger's house by myself, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll eat out of this Tupperware container. I'll pop it on the skillet or in the microwave, and here it goes for the 87th time this week. So even just going out to eat and getting a grilled chicken breast with broccoli, it's like, who made this? Emerald? Did Emerald make this? Like,
it tastes so good because somebody else cooked it, right?
Somebody else cooked it, so it feels like the greatest meal of your life, but yet calorically and nutritionally, it was awesome for you. So
good stuff, man. I tell you what, you're a pleasure to talk to. I'm proud of what you've done. I'm proud of what you made of yourself, and I know you got big things happening. We're going to take one more break. We're going to come back. We want to talk to you about your gym one more time, how people can find out where it is. Come take a class. Come check it out. More with Michael Chandler right after this. Stay with us.